Hello there, and welcome to Infinity Beyond. I'm truly glad you've joined me tonight, or this afternoon, or perhaps even in the early hours of the morning, depending on where in the world you're listening from. If you feel like sharing, I'd absolutely love to know where you're tuning in and what time it is for you right now. Whether you're curled up in bed, winding down from a long day, or simply letting your mind float into quieter places, you're in the right space. Tonight, we'll embark on a slow, peaceful journey, not to the stars or deep oceans, but into the heart of something just as mysterious and ancient, the forest. At first glance, forests seem like serene, quiet places, filled with stillness. But don't be fooled by the calm. Beneath the bark and beneath our feet, an unseen world pulses with life. A world of communication, cooperation, and intelligence that might change how you see trees forever. Before we dive deep into this journey, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to Infinity Beyond. It helps more than you realize, and it lets us continue exploring these awe-inspiring topics with you. As we begin our walk through the forest, imagine the golden light filtering through a dense green canopy. Leaves flutter in the breeze, birds murmur above, and everything seems to move in slow motion. There's a kind of sacred hush here, not silence, but a living quiet. This is not a place of stillness, but of slow and steady collaboration. Trees are far more than what they seem. In fact, they're not simply individuals competing for sunlight, water, and soil. Recent scientific research is revealing a radical truth: that forests operate more like a community, even a society, where trees communicate, nurture, warn, and protect one another. The more we study them, the more we uncover a hidden world of connections, a network of roots, fungi, and signals that echo beneath the surface. Imagine you're pitching your tent in the middle of an ancient forest. Perhaps not the best spot, but let's say you find yourself among towering pines, wise old oaks, and slender birches. What you don't see is just as fascinating as what's above you. Below the ground lies something almost magical, a vast, intricate web formed by fungi. This network, often called the Wood Wide Web, links trees together, allowing them to communicate and share resources. These underground fungal networks are called mycorrhizae. The fungi form a symbiotic relationship with trees. They wrap around tree roots and extend far into the soil, drawing in water and nutrients. In return, the trees offer them sugars produced during photosynthesis. This mutual support creates a bond that has lasted for millions of years. But it doesn't stop there. Trees use this underground web to send warnings to each other. A tree attacked by pests might signal its neighbors through the fungal network, triggering them to produce defensive chemicals before the threat reaches them. It's as if trees are whispering urgent messages across the soil, helping each other stay safe. A tree thriving in a sunny spot might send excess nutrients to a younger tree struggling in the shade. This isn't just a hypothesis. Researchers have observed trees adjusting the flow of sugars and minerals through their roots and fungal partners, aiding their kin. In some forests, parent trees continue to feed their saplings long after they've stopped producing their own food, acting like guardians of the next generation. Scientists, for all their brilliance, are still catching up to this hidden world. We've long thought of forests as passive landscapes, backdrops for more dynamic life forms, like animals and humans. But now we're beginning to see forests as ancient, evolving superorganisms, with trees playing the role of neurons in a vast green brain. You may wonder, is this truly intelligence? Trees don't think like us. They don't have brains or nervous systems, but they perceive, they remember, they adapt, and they respond to their environment in remarkably complex ways. When a tree is damaged, it releases distress chemicals that travel through the air, sometimes for dozens of meters, to alert other plants. Some even change their leaf chemistry to become less appetizing to herbivores. Others call in reinforcements by releasing scents that attract predators of the attacking insect. It's not random, it's strategic. And these abilities aren't limited to one region. From the rainforests of the Amazon to the temperate woods of Europe and the ancient redwoods of North America, trees are doing this everywhere. It's not an anomaly, it's nature's design. So why are we only now beginning to understand this? Part of the reason is that the forest communicates in a language that is slow and subtle. Its rhythms unfold over seasons, not seconds. Its signals pulse through soil and sap, not silicon. And while we've been looking up, to the sky, to stars, the forest has been quietly weaving its wisdom beneath our feet. At Infinity Beyond, we often talk about space and time, about galaxies and black holes. But sometimes the deepest mysteries lie in the things we take most for granted, like the tree outside your window or the roots stretching beneath your home. There's a universe in the soil, and it's alive with stories waiting to be told. As we pause here in our journey tonight, take a moment to appreciate the quiet hum of the forest. Not silence, but a conversation in a frequency we've only just begun to understand.